right back at you. Eddie, your host, YouTube channel at Eddie's Talking. Sonos surround sound is what I want to talk about. Did a video talking about Sonos, my surround sound, and how I love to watch movies in surround sound. Dolby Atmos is the best sound out there. And anybody that likes home theater, home surround sound, you guys would know it is just a phenomenal sound feel that you get when you're watching, excuse me, when you're watching movies and stuff like that. Because I watch movies, I love action and so forth. So getting to my surround sound, I'll jump right off into this because what I did and what I'm showing you guys, and I'll get started here. I did have this setup, this surround setup that I'm about to talk to you guys about. I had it in my family room, which this was set up in there. I watched movies with this system that I'm about to tell you about. So I did a swap out. I changed from the Sonos Arc, the Sonos Arc surround system, which I put in here in my movie room, and I put my Sonos Beam system in the family room. So I just swapped out. So I'll get into it real quick and then explain. This long sound bar that you're looking at, you can see it here. I'll move around here and just try to walk through this for you guys. Okay, so what you're looking at here, this long one, it's a pretty long one here. It sits right underneath my television there. Okay, just want to make sure everybody get a good look at it. You see the Sonos logo right there. Okay, now I'll move right around here. This is called the Sonos Arc. This is a monster. I am telling you, it is a monster. The speaker here has 11 speakers in it. Now, I want to describe what it does, okay? I'm going to try to get as best as I can pictures. Right here, I'm on the end of this soundbar, and I'll point right here. This section here has a speaker in there. It fires to the side. In other words, outward to the side. Remember, I said the speaker here, the soundbar has 11 speakers. At the area right in here, there's a top speaker. Let me show you guys. Yeah, right in here, there's a top speaker that fires upward, fires up to the ceiling. Right here, there's another one, a top speaker that fires upward, guys, to the ceiling. I want to move on around here on the end of this sound bar. Okay, on the side of it, I'll point there. It has a speaker on the side of it, like the other side, left and right. The speaker fires outward to the walls and so forth. Sonos Arc, a monster. I promise you, it's a monster. Now watch this. What you're seeing here, this black, shiny, this is a subwoofer. It's called the Sonos Gen 3, latest generation of subwoofers that they got out today. Okay, I want to show you guys a good picture of it. See how black and shiny it is. This subwoofer here, man, I'm telling you, I saw it advertised. I heard a lot of talk about it. And when this subwoofer is playing, and it's playing now, subs are non-directional, as you know. But you can't even hear the speaker. When you walk up on, and I'm right up on this speaker right now, you can't even tell that it's playing. They had an advertisement advertising how smooth this speaker really is, the subwoofer. And you can set a glass of water up on top of it there. And when you're playing music or watching movies or anything like that, it wouldn't even jingle the water. You couldn't even tell a glass of water sitting there. And I tell you again, it is a monster. It is a monster. So I've got it in my playroom now. Now this setup here, I'm going back to, I just want you guys to see this long sound bar. I love it. I love it. It was in my family room. This is in my movie room, which is a lot smaller, probably 2 to 3 times smaller. I'm gonna say more maybe than my playroom. Okay, so I moved this system right here into, again, my movie room, which is a bedroom. It's one of the extra bedrooms, which is a lot smaller, right? It's got 8-foot ceilings in here, whereas in my playroom, there's 10-foot ceilings in there. So kind of give you a little bit of idea of how much smaller this room is here, okay? So we'll go around the world here a little bit, all right? Okay, guys. This speaker right here that you're looking at, there's the Sonos logo again. This is called the Era 300. Era 300. This is one of my rear speakers, okay? Now, this speaker here has Dolby Atmos and spatial audio. Now, the sound bar that I just showed you as well, it also has spatial audio as well. I left that out, but it's got spatial audio also. Now, this speaker right here is one of my rear surround speakers, right? And I just want to share with you guys how and how it works. It fires from the front. It fires from up here at the top to the ceiling. It fires on each side of the speaker here, and it fires there. Awesome. Phenomenal. I am telling you, it is phenomenal. Okay, so that will be my left surround sound speaker there. Okay, and I'm about to get over here and show you my right one. See, this is in the rear. These are my rear. Okay, Era 300. They hadn't been long, come out. Matter of fact, I believe they came out in March of this year. They are, again, a beast as well. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about the surround sound. You can have a surround sound system in a very large room. Now, the setup that I am showing you right now, which is the Sonos soundbar, which is actually a very large soundbar. Now, this is designed, actually, it's mucho power. It's designed to be in a large room. That sub right there, light up a gym, a basketball gym. So with this whole system I've got in here, I'm telling you, mega power. So I've got it in my playroom. Now, the thing about surround sound, guys, I want you to know is if you put a surround sound system in an open room. Now, I had this in my family room, which again, 10-foot ceilings. There are no walls in there. There's walls in it, but everything is open. The whole space is open. There's no 4 walls and 1 door closed where sound can be trapped. Sound can bounce off walls and ceilings because that's what surround sound is all about. Put it wherever you want to your system, but you're going to get the best sound, the full surround sound, guys, when you place your system in a 4-wall room, meaning in an area where the sounds will bounce off the walls, the ceilings, and everywhere. I mean, you're looking at movies and, for instance, Top Gun, Maverick, whatever, with the planes and all that. Sound like the planes are up in the ceiling in your house. Sound like the planes are coming out the back wall. you just have sounds coming from everywhere. And I mean, it's a full, live, awesome experience. I mean, an experience like you never heard before. So when you put your surround sound system, and I've been listening to surround sounds for years and experimenting and trying to get the best sound, but I just wanted to share with you guys something. When you put it in a 4-wall room where, you can close the door and you got sounds bouncing off walls and everything like that, that's going to be the best setup that you can get. Because I experimented with this as well. I had this system here, which actually my mindset was like, well, I can't put it in a smaller bedroom because that will just burst the windows out and it'll blow everything up. And now don't get me wrong, it will. It's just the system, with the power that this system has, it's just unspeakable. But I did want to go back and do this video about surround sound, let you guys know that the best and the true surround sound that you're going to get, everything worked like it's supposed to be, will be in a room with 4 walls, door, open or close, however you want to do it, but you're going to get the best sound in a big room with a lot of space, high ceilings and stuff. This system sounds awesome. I'm not telling you it doesn't still sound good. What I am telling you, as far as the sound bouncing from wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling, you're going to get a better sound in a room that's closed off like this here, because sound travels, bounces off the walls and stuff like that. And I had to come to find out that I'm going to get my best sound in a 4-wall room, smaller room that's enclosed, where you get the sound bouncing off the wall. So anyway, guys, just want to share with you something about surround sound, what I've experienced with it from day one. I moved my Sonos Arc, my Sonos Sub Gen 3, and then I moved recently the speakers that was just out in March. Now these are, again, these Era 300 speakers are a monster as well. I'm telling you, just a monster. I'm trying to give you a picture of it from the sides. See that? Look at that shape that is shaped in. And don't ever get it mistaken. This baby here is just unreal. Okay? As you can see now, it hits everywhere. Sides, top, front, you name it. Full Dolby Atmos, full spatial audio. Okay, so just a little bit about this Dolby Atmos and spatial audio. I want to share with you guys. If you play music on this speaker here, or if you're playing a movie, whatever you want to do, if you are playing music, whatever music you like to hear, then the only way that you get the full effect out of this speaker here is to get that full Dolby Atmos and spatial audio sound. Now, spatial audio and the Dolby Atmos, I want to explain that. The sound it fills the room. It's wider. It's like waves when you listen to your music. I guarantee you, you hear every symbol. You hear voice, you hear bass, you hear everything created in that music, crystal clear and tight, as though you've never heard it before. Now, you only, just a tip here, a little bit of information, you're only going to get spatial audio, Dolby Atmos sound, from 2 sources streaming sources that I know of. If somebody know a different one, let me know. But you'll get it from Amazon Music. They have a lot of music that's in spatial audio, Dolby Atmos, and Apple Music. Those are the only 2 that I've found right now that even have the Dolby Atmos spatial audio content or music or what have you. Sonos has a streaming service as well, Heart Radio, Pandora, Spotify. Don't believe none of those at all. You can check the record for me. I don't think any of them. All I know to this point, to the best of my knowledge, is only Amazon Music and Apple Music, only 2 that you can get it. And if you just so happen to check into it, you'll find exactly what I'm saying. You can play regular music through here from, again, Heart Radio, Pandora. It sounds good. Don't mistake me here. It does sound good. But when you're playing or streaming music from Amazon or Apple that has that spatial audio and Dolby Atmos, then you'll find that the sound is night and day difference. It's a wider range of sound. It's crystal clear. It's just, and you would think the speaker couldn't sound any better, but I am telling you, it does. Before I close, one other thing I want to share with you about the Sonos speakers and so forth. Now, this speaker here and all the rest of them that I showed you, they have a feature on them as well that makes them so awesome called auto tuning. Okay, now what that means real quickly, they are constantly, as they're playing, auto tuning to everything in the room. That's me, the furniture, the pictures on the wall, everything in the room. They constantly auto tune to provide the best sound that they can. It works. I had a birthday party, about a year ago. And I got to tell this story here. I set my music. I have Sonos all through the house, right? We had a guest of about 10 people, okay? So before we had guests over, I went in, I turned all of them on. I had them all at the same level to where when you have guests over, you got the music playing in the background, and it's not blaring, it's not too loud where you can't hear each other or anything like that. But anyway, everything was perfect. It was great. We had the guests over and so forth. And I just so happened to notice that I went in and I adjusted the sound about 4 times during the time that we had the guests over. Now, the music did not go up. It wasn't blaring or anything like that. It was still nice and awesome. Everybody bragged about the sound, and man, what is that? So it did its job. It was awesome. But I would go in and constantly I would adjust it down. Not that I was having a problem. I noticed where I had it before the guests came, and then it would ease up a little further than that. And I'd go back and adjust it down. I did not know that every time either 2 people or 3 people came in, then it adjusted to everybody that was in the room. It would adjust to whether it be 3 people, 6, 7, or the 10 people. You see what I'm saying? So, and I was like, I didn't know until the next morning. I got to thinking about it and looked into it. And I told wifey, I said, hey, you know what? I said, boy, that Sonos is really out of this world. And guys, I'm just telling you, no matter how I adjusted it, that volume will adjust right back to whatever is in the room. How many people, furniture, everything. It did not go up loud to where you can't hear everybody talking. It adjusted back up just smooth enough to where it still be playing nice and smooth. Everybody can still hear one another talk. It's awesome. Thank you guys so much for listening. I just want to show my new surround sound setup. Now I have the Sonos Beam. I've got the Play 5s. That's another segment. We'll get into them. I put them in the family room, which is a larger, probably about 3 times the size of this room. Guess what? Didn't miss a beat. They're awesome in there. The Sonos Beam and the Play 5 don't even need a sub in there with those Play 5s. But again, that's another segment. We'll get to that later on. I want to end this one here by saying thank you guys so much for looking at my new setup, looking where I put my new, ARC and Gen 3 sub and my Era 300s. It finally got me to where I want to be. This is Eddie coming to you from my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Remember, click, like, subscribe. I got more. I ain't going to run out. I got plenty to keep coming with you. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is Eddie. YouTube channel at Eddie's Talking. As always, peace, and I'm out.